Do you love him? Do you really love him? I love him because he first, my God, loved me. God bless you, sweetie. I figured if you're going to do it, you may as well do it. Amen. You do it. I found out a long time ago, I don't need anybody else to make me happy. Come on here. I sing all by myself. But happy as I want to be, just me and Jesus. Some of y'all have been that happy. I'm not talking about the happy you get after he's paid a bill you didn't think you could get paid. I'm not talking about how happy you get when you healed something you thought you couldn't get delivered from. I'm talking about just happy knowing that you healed. Why you got that swagger when you walk. It ain't because you bragging on yourself. It's because you happy that you here. And somebody don't want you to get your praise on. Tell them, go to heaven anyhow. I gotta get my praise on because you don't know like I know. What the Lord has all the time, and when I'm at my lowest ebb, I have me a Memorial Day. I would give up, it could make me bitter. But instead it makes me better. I start looking at all the problems that I had. I start thinking about all the blessings I received. And I start having a Memorial Day. Somebody ought to break out in a Memorial Day right now. Somebody worried about not getting a new house. You ought to thank God for the house you got. Just break out in Memorial Day. You ain't getting no new car, but thank God for the bus home. Somebody ought to break out in Memorial Day. Right out here, you don't have perfect health, but thank God you dressed yourself this morning. Thank God you combed your own hair. Thank God you were able to wake your children up and be clothed in your right mind. Anybody in here having Memorial Day right now? Ain't God been good? I said, ain't he good? If you know he's really good. I said, listen, if you know he's really good, you ought to tell your neighbor about the church you have at your house. Tell them the reason why you can shout in here, why you can shout at your house. The reason why you can dance in here, because you can dance at your house. The reason you can pray in here, because you can pray at your house. The reason you can sing in here, because you sing in your house. As long as I got my praise, whatever it is, I'm at church at my house. Tell your neighbor, you be looking better now. If you had some church at your house, you'd be shouting with the rest of us. If you had some church at your house, somebody got praise. Some of us left church to come to church. I didn't come to church and then leave church. I left church to come to church. I had church on my way to church. And I'm going to have church. If you want to get the hell out your house, heard he died at the church on Sunday morning. But you ought to get happy when you think about he paid it all at your church on Friday. You ought not to shout when you say in the I hear. You ought to get your little children together at your house. Have a little choir at your house. Be your own little choir director and help them to know you got the whole world in his hand. You got the whole world in his hand. Come on, y'all. Somebody give me a verse you got. What else you got? Little bitty baby in his hand you got. God, you and me, brother. In his hand you got. Mother and the father in his hand. He got the whole world in his hand. Somebody in here ought to thank him for who he is. Did you have church at your house? When you got up this morning, had shoes to put on your feet.